the YCN High School Basketball Game of the Week. Today, YCN is at the University of New Hampshire as the #1 Raiders of Lebanon meet up with the #5 Cavaliers of Hollis-Brookline in this NHIAA Division II semifinal showdown. The Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, the home energy specialist. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. Additional support for today's coverage is provided by the Lebanon Chamber of Commerce, Barton Insurance Agency, Coldwell Banker, Lifestyles Real Estate, and Top Stitch Embroidery.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Stout, joined by Andrew Zerhide, and tonight, Division II boys semifinal matchup, the Lebanon Raiders and the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. Andrew, let's first take a look at the Lebanon Raiders.
The Raiders started off the year on the wrong foot, literally, after their star guard and one of the better players in the entire state, KJ Maddie, went down with a fractured right foot. But nevertheless, Lebanon won their first 5 contests, including their annual Wexler Cup rivalry game against Hanover. Ryan Milliken, Graham Chickering, Hunter Bienvenu, Chris Nolte, and Matthew Islander all stepped up to fill the big hole left by KJ. But the Raiders faced their first test of the year against today's semifinal opponent, the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers, as Hollis handed Lebanon their first loss of the season, winning by 10 points. This would be the Raiders' only losing contest of the year, as Lebanon won their remaining 12 games en route to the #1 seed with an overall record of 17-1 heading into the playoffs. In the quarterfinals, Leb hosted the Goffstown Grizzlies and had no trouble advancing all the way to today's semifinal matchup against Hollis-Brookline.
All right, so we know all about the Raiders. Now jumping over to the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers. Who should we be looking for tonight?
Yeah, so we're going to be keeping an eye on a couple seniors. Nick Fothergill is the senior guard. He's going to be running the point for the Cavaliers. And Patrick Whalen, 6'7" senior center. He's really going to be clogging up the middle, really getting a lot of rebounds, working the paint a lot tonight.
And that was one of the big advantages that the Cavaliers had in their earlier matchup with the Raiders, so we'll see if they've been able to correct that. And when we come back, the starting lineups after this. Now, let's head down to the floor for the starting lineups.
All right, now let's go to the starting lineup. Starting with the Lebanon Raiders at guard, number 11, Graham Chickering. For the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers at guard, number 2, Nick Fothergill. For the Raiders at guard, number 13, KJ Maddie. For the Cavaliers at guard, number 5, Stephen Giampaglia.
There we have it. Starting lineups are set. And the Division II semifinal matchup number 2 is about to begin. First matchup, Co-Brown winning, and they will face the winner of tonight's matchup in the finals on Saturday here from UNH. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Lebanon wins the tip. We are high atop Lundholm Gymnasium. For the Lebanon Raiders, Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers, as we mentioned, a rematch to a regular season matchup where the Raiders suffered their only defeat in the regular season in the last 2 years. Quick shot there off the mark, number 13, KJ Maddie. Couldn't get it to fall, and then the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Foul on the play as well.
Stay tuned for our Game of the Week halftime show brought to you by Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire.
Foul going on number 11, Graham Chickering. His first, team's first. Hollis-Brookline setting up in their first offensive possession That one's tipped away and then stolen away by Chickering. Gets it up to Milliken, and Ryan Milliken with the layup. And we'll see a lot of that tonight. Ryan Milliken, when he breaks, he has the first step to get past his defenders. We've seen it plenty of times, Andrew.
Yeah, we have. Milliken very quick and fast and very athletic basketball player.
Number 20, Matt Islander, tips it away, but then it was last touched by a Cavalier player, so it'll go to the Raiders.
It's good to see KJ Maddie out there starting the game. Glad he's finally healthy.
Yes, as you mentioned, with the injury at the beginning of the season, he was able to recover from that in time to get some game action at the end of the season, and then having the way the playoffs set up, the number 1 seed getting the bye, giving his team some extra rest. As we see Milliken fake and drive. He can't get it to fall, but the offensive rebound goes to Islander, and the Raiders will set it back up.
Yeah, it's really amazing what both the men and women's basketball teams from Lebanon have done this year, despite all their injuries.
Dish out to the corner, and the three-pointer from Nolte is good.
Nice job by Leb moving the ball around, finding a wide open Nolte, and really a versatile player, 6'4", but he can shoot the deep balls.
Yeah, this Lebanon team, they really have a lot of talent, a lot of seniors, so this will be one of their last attempts at getting to a championship game, possibly in a little bit, as we see nice job inside, muscling it inside. That one is number 13, Simcoe.
Nice job by Simcoe. It looked like he just had to dish the ball out, but he stayed with it. Made a couple of nice hesitation moves. Made it look easy.
There's Milliken driving baseline. He can't get it to go. And Simcoe with the rebound. And Lebanon now leading 5-2. 5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Cavaliers swinging the ball around, trying to get inside. They do get it inside to Simcoe, but then foul on the baseline. We'll take a timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. 4:45 to play in this first quarter. Quick inbound, and the jumper, no good. Gianconi. And then it looks like Maddie, after securing the rebound, he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Maddie. It looked like there were 3 Lebanon rebounders kind of fighting over the ball. Maddie knocked it away and just stepped out of bounds.
So the Cavaliers will get another crack at it, trying to tie this game up. They get it inside before the shot, the foul, as Simcoe put the ball on the ground, but the foul will be before the shot. So it'll stay Cavalier basketball. Inbound underneath their own hoop. They get it into Gianconi. Fothergill runs the offense a lot of times, but they will not be afraid to get it inside. There's Fothergill from the outside, just off the mark. And the rebound controlled by Islander. Forced pass there, not a smart pass from Chickering. And then a foul, and this Lebanon team, a little sloppy right now, Andrew.
Yeah, Graham, I think that's his second foul early on. Not even halfway done with the first quarter. Lebanon, I think their defending has been a little shaky early on, but it's just 5-2, only a few minutes into the game.
Maddie goes for the steal. He gets beat, and then the shot is missed by Van Conant. And then loose ball foul. It'll go back to the Raiders, so they'll have it inside 4 minutes to play, up 5-2.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the H.R. Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll pick the top performer in tonight's matchup.
Lebanon, a very good shooting team, but they're not afraid to go inside as we see Maddie taking it to the hole. He doesn't get it to fall. Offensive rebound, and then he kicks it back out. And just like that, Nolte hits his second three. And timeout on the floor as the Cavaliers find themselves down 8-2, 3:34 to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Lebanon Raiders lead the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers 8-2, 3:33 to play in the first quarter. Semifinal matchup from UNH.
Yeah, and so far, offensively, Chris Nolte has 2 threes already in this game, leading all scorers with 6 points.
Hollis-Brookline not afraid to go inside. They've got some size, and they try to use it as we've seen them go in the paint multiple times. And there we see the little teardrop, Simcoe.
Yeah, it looked like Milliken was going to play defense, but he also has 2 personal fouls, just like Chickering. Milliken, Chickering, definitely very key players on this Lebanon team, so they've got to be careful.
And it's really been Ryan Milliken's team this year as we see KJ Maddie firing from long range, and he's off the mark. Milliken winning Division II Boys Basketball Player of the Year.
Yeah, Milliken really has filled KJ's role very nicely. He's a great defender and even better scorer. He can shoot the ball, he can run the floor. Just a great all-around player. Congrats to him.
Yeah, good running back in the fall, and then he'll transition to track and field in the spring. But he hopes to at least play for one more game after this one. It's tipped away, that'll go out of bounds. 2:15 to play here in the first quarter. Lebanon on top 8-4, and slow start for both teams. But we know both teams can score. And at this level, a lot of good defense as well, as we see a swarm of defenders in the paint. A little too aggressive though. I think that one's going to be on number 1, Hunter Bienvenu. That's his first, team's 5th foul.
And when KJ was out, Bienvenu was typically a starter. Played a nice role as the point guard.
Getting it inside, and then a little bit of a travel, a couple extra steps by Simcoe. Nice defense there, forcing that travel.
Yeah, Lebanon's done a nice job so far of helping out when the ball gets down low. I think Hollis-Brookline's 4 points have come in the paint, but forcing that turnover there and looking good early.
DiI entering in now, and he'll give it up to Milliken and set the screen. Milliken doesn't take it. He'll take the 3 instead. Rebound to Bienvenu, and he's fouled.
Nice job by Bienvenu getting that rebound over a couple of tall Hollis-Brookline players. Ooh, they got some nice air on that one. Went up and got it, got the foul. Lebanon's ball.
Milliken will take a seat. You wonder if he'll sit for the final 1:40 of this quarter, take the quarter break, and then get on the court. Because as you mentioned, with the fouls, you don't really want to get into foul trouble too early. And he has the 2.
Nice job there by Noah DiI. He's one of Lebanon's taller players. Coming off the bench, he's played a very nice role this year. Great rebounder, nice job disrupting the opposing players, driving to the hoop.
DiI missing his first of 2. Second one is up, but it'll be waved off, I believe. Yes, waved off of a lane violation. So a defensive struggle has broken out here in the first quarter. 8-4, Lebanon leading Hollis-Brookline. Tipped away, and then it went off the ball handler, Fothergill, after it was tipped. So it will be Lebanon basketball with 1:16 to play.
I believe Bienvenu knocked it loose. Couldn't quite see if it did go off of a Hollis-Brookline defender or point guard, but the Raiders will take it.
1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Three-point attempt is up and good. That's Graham Chickering. Another three-pointer. And Lebanon really filling it up from deep. They lead 11-4.
Yeah, everybody on this Raider team can shoot. Oh,
nice block.
Yeah.
Gidabani, I believe, he blocked that one. It's going to stay Hollis-Brookline. Refs will talk about it. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Refs talked about the last possession, and they said it does go back to Hollis-Brookline, and the Cavaliers will set it up inside 30 seconds to play, looking to cut down this 7-point deficit. Fothergill for three, and he gets it to go.
Nice shot by Fothergill. Really, the Cavaliers needed that one. Making it a 4-point game. See if Lebanon can score in the last 10 seconds.
So Fothergill hitting his first shot. 11-7 now. Bienvenu driving left side, and he's going to get called for the traveling violation before he got the shot off. So 2.5 seconds to go. See what Hollis-Brookline can draw up here. Inbounding it underneath the hoop. They cannot move, obviously, not after a made basket. They get the inbounds into Gianconi, and he fires from distance. It would have been good if it went, just bouncing off the back iron. So we've completed 1 quarter of play. The Lebanon Raiders lead the Hollis-Brookline Cavaliers 11-7 in the boys Division II semifinal matchup. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.